The Mesozoic reptiles are the dinosaurs commonly known, at the beginning of this Mesozoic era, the reptiles called the dinosaurs were evolved. That was treated as the golden age of reptiles because they were accumulated or occupied every ecosystem on this earth. They were occupied the forest, the desert, the tundras, or ocean ecosystem, or hot spring ecosystem, or the freshwater ecosystem. Almost all the ecosystems are occupied by these Mesozoic reptiles called the dinosaurs. This was the Permian Triassic event. 90% of the marine species and 70% of the terrestrial species, terrestrial vertebrate species are dinosaurs. That's why that was called as the golden age of reptiles. In them, key adaptive radiations. Actually, what is adaptive radiation? At the beginning of the dinosaurs evolution, only some type of dinosaurs were there, but later what happened? Started to migrate in different places. If they migrate to different places, the different places are different ecosystems. In the different places are different ecosystems are containing different environmental conditions, or climatic conditions, or biological factors, or chemical factors. All may be different. In those areas where they migrate in, different factors influence them. That's why they were adapted to live in that particular environment. If they wanted to live in particular environment, that's why they were changed. They were adapted to that particular environment in their size, or in the head region, or in the skeletal part, or in the locomotory organs, in the jaws, or every part in the body are developed to adapt to that particular environment. That was so. At the beginning, only one type of or few types of dinosaurs were evolved, but later different dinosaurs were evolved in different ecosystems. There were different dinosaurs are adapted to live in the different ecosystem. That is called as the adaptive radiation. Due to this adaptive radiation, how many types of dinosaurs were lived at the beginning stage? These dinosaurs were very dominant reptiles lived on the earth. Some are herbivores, for example, sauropods and theropods, for example, carnivorous animals were lived on the earth in different ecosystems. Next, pterosaurs, even though these dinosaurs adapted, specially adapted to spend some time in the sky. They were adapted some wings like structures, feather like structures, and they were adapted to fly in the air. Especially these theropsid reptiles, or theropsid dinosaurs successfully fly in the sky, just like the birds. Those are mostly adapted. That was the Jurassic period. At this Jurassic period, the theropsid reptiles, or theropsid dinosaurs were successfully evolved as the birds. Nowadays, what the birds which we are seeing are actually those were origin from the theropsid dinosaurs. And suddenly what happened? There were many changes took place in the environment and climatic conditions, food scarcity, and there were many factors are changed in the environment and climatic factors. That's why there was no food on the terrestrial environment. That's reptiles or the dinosaurs were adapted to live in the marine water or aquatic environment. However, also they were unable to live in that aquatic environment. Finally, they were extincted. Instead of saying extincted, those were adapted to live as birds and this earth. That was the story of adaptive radiation in the Mesozoic reptiles called the dinosaurs. They were well adapted to live in any type of ecosystem. They occupied every ecosystem at that moment due to adaptive radiation, but later they became as the birds, and finally they disappeared from this earth.